Okay, Mauro, I think if this is all, no questions or comments by the participants, then I guess Zainab is going to do the next round, right?
Yes, actually we have 2 sessions to go.
Okay.
And it's already 4, right? Also I was reflecting that our group is shrinking, so we don't have actually people enough to organize 4 groups. I would propose the following. So we have a session about mapping skills, which is actually related to what we just presented now. And it is also kind of interactive, and I think it will be also interesting for you to follow. And it will take just 10 minutes, and then we will have a short feedback. And then actually we plan also another longer activity with group work, and that actually should last more than 30 minutes. So I would propose either to appoint this as assignment or to start next session with the session that we should do as the last session today. So because if we do all the 2 sessions, we will finish at 5 Paris time, and I don't know if you are available. So I would propose this also to Zainab and Yazin, if it is okay for you, because actually we work hard to prepare this, but actually the discussions and the presentation were so interested. We prefer giving more time to you and participants to ask questions, but we are running out of time. So here some participants announced that, yes, they have to leave in 30 minutes. So we have time actually for just one activity. And the last session we can do either as an assignment or as a first session next time.
Yeah, for me, both options are fine. Oh,
okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes.
Okay, for me, both options are fine. But I would say, if I'm up to make a decision, I would say let's, give the participants as an assignment. And then when we come back for the next week, we share the background, the feedback at the beginning of the session. What do you think, Zainab?
Yeah, it works for me also.
Yes, and
it works for me. Yeah, and okay. Vincent is also saying yes. He agrees assignment sounds good in the chat. So
yeah, it's a good idea because actually we wanted to give assignment, and with this solution we solved all 2 problems. In how do they say in English? Two birds with one stone.
One stone, yes.
we solved 2 problems. So okay, we can just proceed with the next section about skills, and it will be the last. And for this, I will show you how it works. So we're going to give you a link, and you will see this this tool. This is called Survey Lab. You will have actually here 18 because they are not updated, but there you will have 21 items, so 21 skills, and you should drop and drag them in 3 different baskets. One is the skills that you think that are essential to work or to be volunteer in conflict areas. One box is for the skills that you think that are moderately relevant, they can be optional, so they are useful but not that essential. And the last basket is for the skills that you think that they are not strictly necessary and not so relevant. So you can freely drop and drag the items, and then at the end you have to submit the questions, and we can say instantly also the result and the statistic, and then we can comment them together. And then we will see also our final presentation from Zainab that will integrate this. Now, I will share the link with you now in the chat. So if you click here, you should access the page, and you can play, let's say, this game. I will share it with everybody. Yeah, Julia.
Julia, yes. Yeah.
So please click. You should access, and you have to just drop and drag the skills into the basket, and then click on the button at on the right hand to submit. So let's say that you have 3 minutes to do it. And then when everybody's finished, I should generate the final statistic and we can see that together.
Mauro, I'm sorry, with my tablet I don't manage, so we just write it in a paper and maybe mention it.
So Simone, it's not working in your?
It's just my tablet that is not the most
Okay.
updated, so
Yeah, you can do it old style.
yeah, I'm sorry.
Don't worry. Yeah. Oh, I've collected already. I can see some responses already. Yes. Okay, I count 2 responses. Okay, I have 9 responses. Does anybody needs more time to conclude? Can I generate a report? Seems okay. Seems yes. So I will generate the report and I will share it with you. Okay. Now, Zanab, you need to leave. So thank you.
In about
Thank you for
3 minutes, I will leave.
3 minutes. Okay. So I will just share this very quickly, and then if you have time, you can just share the integration, okay?
Okay, Yasin, you can do the integration because you have a copy of the slide.
Okay, then.
Or Mauro,
fantastic.
because
So,
you all have, yeah.
Yeah,
we can do it. We can do it. So Zanab, thank you very much. It was
Thank
really
you.
interesting. Thank you for your comments and for your effort for today. And we are looking forward to seeing you next time. Thank you.
See you next week. Bye.
Okay.
Thank you.
I will share very quickly the result. So here I will just let's see which is the most highly relevant essential skills. It seems that empathy scores 10. So empathy, it is considered one of the most, let's say, the most important skills. We have also been reliable and trustworthy, 10, so 100%. And then we will see also flexibility, open-mindedness, 90%, so 9. Let's see also 9, another 9. We have knowledge of the context, 8. Being able to stand pressure has been considered as important. Regarding the moderately and those optional, good humor and theoretical knowledge are considered among the most important here. And regarding the not so relevant, let's see, we are able to drive a pickup truck shuttle bus. This was kind of a joke that I included, but it can be useful. And then cooking skills. Okay, but do not underestimate this. It can save your life sometimes in your project. And digital skills is also something that is not relevant. This is interesting. Actually, working in the field, I think I would consider digital skills very important because also it can save problems sometimes if you have to coordinate and communicate most of all. Okay, some comments about this. Is there something that you didn't expect? For example, I didn't expect to find digital skills among the items in the not strictly necessary. Are there some surprising results that that impressed you here? Okay, I cannot see the chat, so maybe Elizabeth, if there are messages in the chat, you can.
Yes, there are no comments in the chat.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Of course, yes.
Yeah, I don't know if it's appropriate or not, or it's a big question maybe, but I wonder what is the relation between being fit and disability?
Actually, because of time pressure, I put also a mark. I should have explained this, because being fit in this case, it doesn't mean not to have disability, because also people with disability, of course, can volunteer and can even coordinate projects. Being fit here was meant as being mentally fit and also physically fit to perform the task. Also, a person in wheelchair can be fit to perform the task. So actually, it's the way you feel in doing something. Of course, if you feel not ready for the task, also for psychological limits, this is something that is important. If you're not motivated, if you're, let's say, depressed, or if you have some also internal psychological issue, conflict with yourself, intrapersonal conflict in this case, this would be the case. So it is not related actually to being 100% fit of being a superman or superwoman. It's just your perception of being able to perform in the task.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, this was interesting in a way just to reflect about the skills when we volunteer in conflict areas. And now we can integrate this to the presentation. Yasin, would you like to present it or shall we do it, me and Elisabetta?
Yeah, it's just a few slides. Let me just share my screen again. Can you see it now?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So basically, what skills do we need when volunteering in conflict areas and why they are important? Again, we thought maybe number one should be, professionalism. As again, if you remember, I said, setting clear boundaries when you're working. Being professional is one criteria, because then you should know that what you are going to do, when you are going to do, what's expected from you, what's not expected. Effective communication we already discussed. Flexibility is again flexibility to adapt to the changes in the field, the work, the tasks, the requests. Resilience is very important, because if you're not resilient enough, then you're not able to work in that field, particularly if you're in a conflict area, hearing so many challenging, difficult stories from the people you are supporting. Open-mindedness, we already included that in the graphic. Reliability under pressure, problem solving. I think these are all important, very important skills. Accountability, transparency, integrity, honesty, cultural awareness, language, respect. Again, we may say, there are skills or competencies, to be aware of the challenges that you are facing in the field while you are supporting people. Commitment, confidentiality, safety awareness, adaptability, abide to the rules and regulations, following the code of conduct. Empathy. I should say, Mauro, if you have only 2 minutes, I would want to say, what do we really understand from empathy? Because as a psychologist, this, where this concept is a bit complicated to me, because when you empathize with someone, does it mean that you feel the same things that the person is feeling, or you are understanding what the person is feeling, how the person is dealing with, how the person is not able to, cope with? So empathy is a bit, controversial term, I would say. Again, computer skills, as Maura said, in this digital age, I think we should also consider the computer skills as one of the necessary ones. This is the end of the presentation for today. And as I said, we are going to discuss the scenarios, the feedback from our participants the next week. I would like to thank you all. Over to you, Maura.
Thank you, Yazin. Actually, just a few comments about what you said about empathy. Yes, it can be controversial. As you said, one side of empathy can be also the risk of patronizing. And also, but the other sides of empathy could be also listening skills. So it is something that actually needs more discussion, because it can be controversial.